masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Hungaroring Hungary. 5 red lights, let's get going, let's get it on. So, this is the Hungaroring Hungary setup, wet setup. And yeah, it's a spicy one. So, Hungary has I just managed to annihilate the AI. Just sent it right from the back and got it on. So, anyway, Hungary is Monaco without the walls. So for those of you who have raced Monaco and you know the kind of setup that you run at Monaco, you know what kind of setup is coming at Hungary. It's going to be the bang old 50-50 wings and then all the gubbins inside that goes with it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said in the last one, there's not a circuit that I dislike. But on the grand scale of things, Hungary is not one of those circuits that I rush to race at. And that's simply because it's not a very good track to race on. It's not a very good track for overtaking. It's DRS train, or you get stuck in a DRS train. And even with the 2 bouts of DRS at the end of the long main straight, and then down into turn 1 to turn 2, it's just not for the circuit that what it is. It's just, I don't know, it just isn't great. Again, this is just my opinion. And the fact that you were running so much downforce for non-traction users, it's amazing on how little grip you have. Like, you have to be precise in every corner you go into, whether that be turn 4, which is coming up right now, whether it be the chicane, whether it be turn, the rest of the turns thereafter the chicane. It's just, yeah, for the amount of downforce you have to run on a circuit like this, especially in the wet, there's just the lack of grip. It just blows my mind. It really, really do. Not only that, again, I'm not going to go into the AI and how quick they are in the wet, but it's just so crazy and just how difficult it is. But even with that being said, 50-50 wings is the way to go. What I do is I start off with, when I'm doing these wet setups, I start off with obviously the highest wings possible, get comfortable, and then what I do then, I start peeling off the downforce to try and get to where a certain point where it's manageable but still raceable. If that makes proper England, I do not know. But what I mean by raceable is still being able to compete with other racers. And bear in mind, I league race, so this is what I mean when I'm setting these up. I'm setting them up specifically, so if you was to jump into a league race today, it would be okay. And what I mean, and why I'm not saying that it would be fantastic, it would be great, because again, setups are guides. I always urge racers to make sure that they test the setup before they run it, because of the varying factors, which means the main factor is that I could drive completely different to you, and vice versa. And not just that, it might not completely suit you. You guys might prefer an understeery car or an oversteery car, whereas these setups are quite stable in nature. Which means that you can push that a little bit more, gain a little bit more confidence. As I've always said, that in a wet race, I need a few laps to get into a wet race before I can't just jump in and get going straight away. It takes me a few laps to get going, to build the confidence, to know where there's grip, where there isn't. And some racers, they just jump in and bang, they're off, they're gone, and you never see them again. And that is the case with me, or my case. And I don't claim to be this setup god. I don't. I know a little about a little, and that little that I do know, I will be happily to share. And I've always said I'm not the quickest racer in the world either. Far from it. There's always someone faster than me, but to be in the top 10% on Xbox, I'm happy with that of racers. I really am happy with that. Some tracks I'm in the top 5. I'm not lower than the top 10% on any track. Excuse me. I'm comfortable with that. I'm happy. I'm really happy. But yeah, wherever you are on a little day, guys, hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope this Hungaroring setup works for you, especially in the wet, as it can be a very tricky circuit. Would love to hear from you down in the comments below. Let me know what you think, and wherever you are, take care. Hope you're good. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. That was to take the win for Ferrari today. Natalie Pinkham, how did they were able to set themselves apart today?
Keeping the tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip at the best of times anyway, and that's 10 times worse if you're on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a big advantage.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the...
Well, my driver of the has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next